Hello dear friend, in this video we will talk a little about the Gigantopithecus, from early to middle Pleistocene epoch. Welcome to DinoPedia, your dinosaurs channel. This channel create content about dinosaurs, and also about all the fantastic creatures of prehistory, and the events that influence these beings. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like it, and subscribe. Now, let's start the journey at the prehistoric age. Holotype taxonomy. What is its name? The name of this creature is Gigantopithecus blacki. The name, Gigantopithecus, in modern Latin, from Greek means gigantic ape. It was named by anthropologist Ralph von Koenigswald in 1935. The specific name, blacki, is in honor of Canadian paleoanthropologist Davidson Black, who had studied human evolution in China, and had died in the previous year. There are two more species, Gigantopithecus bilaspirensis, and Gigantopithecus gigantus. Morphology of the animal. What is its size? The size of Gigantopithecus is very speculative, as the calculations are based only on jaws and teeth, but the size of the jaw is not a good point of reference, as there are species of primates with jaws disproportionate to the size of the body. If you search online, you will find several measures of size and weight, but the most suitable is that he was around 3 meters high, and weighed between 300 and 500 kilograms, which can vary within those measures. This is equivalent to twice the size of a modern male gorilla. What did it look like? Normally the graphical representations show the Gigantopithecus like a gorilla with gigantic proportions, but the truth is that all of this is merely speculative, because the only point of reference are its jaw and its teeth. It is believed that the rest of the body of the Gigantopithecus fossils was devoured by scavengers animals. It is known with certainty that it was a primate ape, so it is very likely that it has been very similar with the current orangutans, with big jaws and huge arms. The orangutan is the Gigantopithecus' closest living relative. Animal ethology. How did it behave? Main behavioral characteristics: diet, herbivore; locomotion, bipedal, walk and run; environment, terrestrial; reproduction, sexual, viviparous. Gigantopithecus, due to its enormous size, should not be good to move through the trees, as do the orangutans, its closest relatives today. Gigantopithecus probably was very strong, with a massive body, just like current gorillas, but having twice the size. What did it eat? Studying the large size of the molars, based on the ratio of carbon isotopes in the tooth enamel, they concluded that these primates largely depended on fruits, with leaves and roots in the mix. However, some biologists argue that they lived solely on highly fibrous foods, especially bamboo. The Gigantopithecus teeth also show some adaptation for eating seeds and nuts. Where did it live? Jaws and teeth of this animal have been found in southern China, and there are also records of discoveries, which correspond to Gigantopithecus, in Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. All the locations at which the primate's remains have been found are inside or near southern China, stretching from Longgupo Cave, just south of the Yangtze River, to the Xinjiang Cave on Hainan Island, and possibly into northern Vietnam and Thailand. There are also indications that he passed through northern India. When did it live? This creature lived from early to middle Pleistocene, from 2 to 0.3 million years ago. Paleontological discovery. How was it discovered? The first remains of Gigantopithecus, 2/3 molar teeth, were identified in a drugstore by anthropologist Ralph von Koenigswald in 1935, who subsequently described the ape. In 1956, the first mandible, and over 1,000 teeth were found in Liucheng, and numerous more remains have since been found in at least 16 sites. Only teeth and 4 mandibles are known currently, and other skeletal elements were likely consumed by porcupines before they could fossilize. Miscellaneous. Additional information. To address the evolutionary relationships between Gigantopithecus blacki and living apes, the researcher, Dr. Enrico Cappellini, and his colleagues, at the Globe Institute, at the University of Copenhagen, retrieved dental enamel proteome sequences from a 1.9 million-year-old molar of the ancient primate, found in Chuafeng Cave, in China. Accordingly, they decided to sequence dental enamel proteins, to reconstruct its evolutionary relation with living great apes, and they found that orangutan is the Gigantopithecus' closest living relative. They can even conclude that the lineages of orangutan and Gigantopithecus split up about 12 million years ago, but they certainly shared a common ancestor. Professor Friedman Schrenk found another interesting thing that can be deduced based on these slim fossil findings. The jawbones that have been found seem to grow wider towards the back, which would allow for the windpipe to sit within the jaw, similar to humans. This means that the head of the Gigantopithecus would have rested on top of the spine, rather than in front of it, as is the case with other apes, aside from humans. And what does this all mean? If the head were to be on top of the spine, this means that the Gigantopithecus would have been bipedal. Until now, the only fully bipedal, among mammals, primates and apes, are humans. Homo erectus and Gigantopithecus may have coexisted, as fossils of both species were found in the same deposits, in the Tham Cuyen Cave, in Lang Son City, Vietnam, approximately 175,000 years ago. How it was extinct. Researchers enumerate a series of factors, which led to their extinction. 1. A drop in temperature caused the decrease of forests, decreasing the supply of food and habitat. 2. A low reproduction rate. 3. It is also believed that Homo erectus contributed, due to competition for resources. All of these factors combined, and more, may have extinguished the greatest primate on Earth. What is still not known about it? The great truth is that almost everything about this creature is still a great mystery for researchers. It seems that there is still a lot to study about this being, which once inhabited the surface of our planet. About this creature and the museums. Here goes some of the museums where you can find fossils and models. 1. San Diego Museum of Man. Location: Balboa Park, San Diego, California. 2. Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Location: Cleveland, Ohio, USA. 3. American Museum of Natural History. Location: Upper West Side of Manhattan, New York City, Theodore Roosevelt Park, near Central Park, USA. About this creature, and the media, I presume that the idea of a giant primate has always inhabited the imagination of some creative minds, and obviously, the media did not let this pass by, and used it to their advantage, and it was a success. I think that the filmmaker, Marion Caldwell Cooper, when he created the character, King Kong, in 1933, did not imagine that one day, a giant primate, already walked on the surface of the earth, and that such a creature would come to be called Gigantopithecus blacki. Dozens of films, cartoons, series and documentaries have already been created about the Bigfoot, the Sasquatch, the Wendigo, and the Himalaya Yeti, but few know that behind all these legends, this is the Gigantopithecus. About this creature and the cryptozoology, some people believe that the Gigantopithecus is not extinct, but crossed into the continent of North America through the Bering Land Bridge, which gave birth to the legend of the Sasquatch. Sasquatch is also known as Bigfoot, referring to an ape-like creature. Sometimes, the Sasquatch is also associated with the Wendigo legend. There have been debates and speculations, with some people claiming that the giant creature is still alive, and that which is known as Yeti, said to be living inside and around the Himalayan locations, in Tibet, India, and Nepal, is actually the Gigantopithecus. There is a lot of legends and histories around the Himalayan Yeti. It is also commonly associated with the Abominable Snowman. Animal taxonomy. Scientific classification. Kingdom: Animalia. Phylum: Chordata. Class: Mammalia. Order: Primates. Suborder: Haplorhini. Infraorder: Simiiformes. Family: Hominidae. Tribe: Sabapithecini. Genus: Gigantopithecus. Species: Gigantopithecus blacki. Binomial name Gigantopithecus blacki. By Ralph von Koenigswald, 1935. Well, Gigantopithecus may not be the same as King Kong from Hollywood movies, but if someone asks if there is a real-life King Kong, surely Gigantopithecus would be the answer, without a doubt. If you are watching the video until now, don't forget to like it and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.